Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, November 7th, 2016 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is power is balance, or it can be balance is power. And today we have some interesting astrological connections happening and going on. I want to start with the fact that Mars is finishing up in Capricorn. So Mars is at 29 degrees Capricorn. 29 degrees. It's a healing degree. It's a master level degree. And it's a degree where we kind of like really absorb the lessons of the last, however long a planet's been in and going through a cycle. So Mars at 29 degrees in Capricorn. This to me is all about your responsibility of action and how you are responding to what's showing up and then taking according action in your life. And here's a time to ask yourself the question, what are you responding to? Where is your response really coming from? Many of us, especially when it comes to Mars energy, respond from the root. And in our root, we have these survival instincts going on. And so a lot of times our response comes from the energy of fear or the energy of anger instead of the energy of inspiration, the energy of passion, the energy of soul, which you can also tune into through that energy. So, or through this, through that chakra, through your Mars energy. And so here's the opportunity to notice that motivation. Notice what is imploring you to act from within. And this is a really great time to also notice this fear that may be coming up, or this anger, or even this passion. Is it coming from a drive into the future? Is it coming from influence from the past? Or is it coming from the power of the moment, of the now? Because a lot of times, again, this fear or the anger, it's coming from either the past or the future, and we're being dictated by these old lessons or lessons that are to come. So instead, it's like, what is the power of the balance, the centering in your moment, in the now? And we get to work with this, with Mars finishing up in Capricorn, and it's actually going to shift. Funny enough, tomorrow evening, Mars is shifting into Aquarius, late tomorrow evening. So I find it really interesting that we have Mars at this final degree in Capricorn, the energy of structure, as we elect in the States our new president for the next 4 years. And let's be real, whoever is elected does influence the world for the next 4 years. So what is your responsibility? It is up to you to be in balance of this power that you have. Regardless of what you think of elections, there is still power in yourself and in your responsibility. So, speaking of power and responsibility, we have the Sun connecting to Pluto today. Pluto also in Capricorn, Pluto at 15 degrees. So the Sun in Scorpio is also connecting us in to these root energies. And connecting into this Pluto takes us into some of those fears. It can take us into our shadows. You have a choice with how you're going to dance with these shadows. You can react, and you can react and be in those old paradigms, or you can choose a new vision. I was really hoping that I was going to choose the card of new vision, but I didn't choose the card of new vision because the universe isn't that simple. The universe gave us possibilities. There are all kinds of possibilities based on your responsibility, based on how you are reacting to these root energies, fear or otherwise. The moon in Aquarius is bringing us the possibility as we have the possibilities of really understanding this energy on another level. Moon in Aquarius tunes us into collective consciousness, collective unconsciousness. It tunes us to our tribe that's, beyond the energies that we have here, to our, our council that's going on up there. So I always like to say, I have Dr. Wayne Dyer on my council, and Rumi, and Mary Magdalene. I have a whole bunch of different energies on my council that help guide me. Who's on your council, and how are they trying to guide you to work with these root energies? It's not bad to have fear. We all have fear. Fear is a threshold. However, it's how you decide to dance with it that really makes a difference in your life and the life of the world, because every little thing that we do impacts the world. So how are you working with these energies, and how is your counsel helping you move through these energies? So the moon in Aquarius is making several connections today. It's connecting to Jupiter in Libra, asking us to come into balance, into the energy of self-love. Jupiter and the moon are connecting at 12, which is this degree of expansion. So really expanding through your self-love, showing up for yourself, offering yourself light, offering the parts of yourself that are afraid, offering them light instead of, shunning the fear. Work with the fear. Offer it light. Offer it love. Moon is also connecting to Saturn in Sagittarius, which is asking us to, again, here we have this expansion energy, but look at your beliefs. Look at these truths that you have held in your life. Are they still truths for you? Are they still serving you? This may be time to find some balance in your thinking. This is happening at 15 degrees. There's a lot of balance going on, and a lot of this balance is between working with the mind and your higher understanding, your heart, and what your heart really wants, and then working even and finding balance in the roots and these things, these rooted energies that may still be carrying you into past lessons that you don't need to work through any longer. You've been there, done that. Let that lesson go. Move on. The sun and the moon are going to be squaring each other at 15 degrees. And so we have the sun in Scorpio tuning us into the root, and then the Aquarius energy, which is bringing in this higher understanding. But if we're still stuck in this root place, we're not necessarily reaching for that understanding. So it's finding that balance and finding where you may be resisting this higher lesson that's coming in. What I love is the moon is going to then connect to Uranus. And so Uranus, if we are still clinging to the past, clinging to those things, Uranus is like, I'm going to bring that in, shift it up, change these things. And I've got a great card to show you, which I think Uranus may be doing with some of these old habits, old energies, old mental pictures and constructs. So from a new deck that I got, the Tantra Dakini Oracle, I have Blow Your Mind. And that is what Uranus wants to do. It says, the time has come to change a point of view. Open up new channels in the mind. Do not allow yourself to become entrenched in old habitual patterns of thought. This card suggests the doorway through the collective unconscious is perhaps to be entered through the storming of the barricades by acting spontaneously without reference to predictable patterns of behavior. Do not be restricted by your own petty limitations. So, we have an opportunity to get outside of these old constructs of our thinking and be responsible to what is true for ourselves. How are you responding to that which is showing up? I've also got the card, the Little Match Girl. So more of this fire energy, and this card talks about warming up the energy, coming from the heart light. And this is what the universe is really needing right now, is a little bit more compassion, a little bit more empathy. Even if you don't agree with people and how they are responding, how can you show up in love and offer your response from love? Because the universe is asking for us our light at this time. I also have to mention, I have the cards exhaustion and laziness and exhaustion. And so these are 9s. This is a completion of a cycle. I have found I've been really tired over the last few days. And so, with some of these lessons and some of this past stuff that's coming up, sometimes as we process, tiredness comes over. If you are tired, allow yourself the down. Allow yourself the moment to get in and really work through whatever is showing up, because that's a lot of time what happens. We get sleepy, exhausted when we've got to go in, dig in, and let these things surface. And it doesn't mean, it's not something that you can pound away on yourself. It's something that you have to relax and let come up. So that's it for today. Book a reading. I have my reading sale going on still, so you can check that out, GaiaBlooming.com, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.